can go back to liking your pictures.
Yeah, you can go back. Hi, everybody. It's the waitingfornextyear.com podcast. Just finished a recording for the Friday Fumble, which will come out Friday, but now today's Wednesday. And I have in the room Dylan.
Hello.
And Dan.
Hello.
And Chris.
What's up?
And I'm Dave, and we're all just going to chat about things that's going on. So it started tonight. Everybody's over at my place up in luxurious Sagamore Hills in my mansion.
The place to be.
From the falls to the hills.
Yep.
And
Look
at him now.
Everybody came over. Everybody brought coffee.
Woodridge.
And now we've recorded everything we needed to record, hopefully. And now we're just going to talk about sports and life. And Chris, how's things on the West Coast?
It's wonderful. The weather is fine.
That's what I hear.
I'm still going to be doing that weird.
You're going to do the weird voice, yeah.
Characterization
the
of
weather's
yourself.
Fine, and I'm feeling divine. Back to you, Dave.
Can we just have you as the weather correspondent from now on? And you just say it's fine every week.
Back to that picture of a toy giraffe.
we already have the soundbite. We can just clip it.
I don't need to use it anymore. Yeah,
in every episode from here.
We're
on
all
out.
about frugality.
Yeah, you could do like every game, like a look in on the weather conditions, but not of where they're playing. Just in LA.
Yeah, the LA weather conditions. All right, new segment for the last few weeks of the year.
Yes. Look forward to it, Friday Fumble fans.
We're all about frugality and anything that'll add a couple of minutes.
And good things.
I do love good
obviously,
things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, obviously.
I hope to get lots of positive feedback on Twitter.
Oh,
for
yeah,
this
probably.
I
Yeah, that's
did-
usually what we get.
I don't know if you saw our Twitter poll at Friday Fumble. I randomly decided to check the reviews to the Waiting for Next Year podcast in general, and there were two that referred to the Friday Fumble. One of them said that the Friday Fumble was great, and it was the funniest podcast episode this person had ever listened to. And the other one said that they usually like everything that Waiting for Next Year does, but the Friday Fumble is trash.
Trash.
Please
is the word.
stop.
Please stop.
I just like the guy that said reviewer B is Mr. Craig.
Yes, that guy was the best. So I put up a poll, obviously, which said that either review A was true or review B was false. And so that way we always win, and that's the whole joke.
What's it going to be?
Right now they were tied 2 votes to 2 votes.
I vote B.
They can both be true, but you can't vote for both.
I know.
So,
I just said it ahead. I'm the 7th vote. Top one is right on. There you go.
Good work.
how is Nick Chubb sitting here with the second most rushing yards in the NFL after Week 12, and nobody's really talking about him?
There is a guy behind me at the game who was talking about him for the 3rd and 4th quarter, nonstop.
What do you say?
Nonstop.
Chubb! Get it to Chubb! Chubb it on him! Give it to Chubb! Chubb! Chubb it! Chubb it! Chubb it down their throats!
I do
Chubb.
like the
Chubb
use
it down
of
their
Chubb
throats.
as a verb.
I love it.
Yes, Chubb everything. Come on, Chubb! Chubb! Come on, Chubb! Chubb it to him! Chubb! Chubb!
If-
And then after he broke 100 yards rushing for the game, the lady sitting next to us gave that guy a high five and said he did it.
Yeah,
He chubbed them down the
Chubbed
throat.
him down.
if everybody listening to this is not saying that incessantly on Sunday and annoying all of their family,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, that's me. I'm going to be saying Chubb it down their throat.
Between that,
I will be verbing Chubb so hard.
Oh, yeah.
The only other thing he said was there was a guy wearing a number 91 Dolphins jersey, and every time the Browns did something positive, he goes, "Where you at, 91? Come on!"
We had a guy
brilliant.
near us that was wearing a Dolphins hat
Yeah.
for the first quarter. Second quarter, switched to a Browns hat that his friend gave him.
Yeah.
Third quarter, after they scored 17 points, put the Dolphins hat back on.
Yeah.
And then in the fourth quarter, had the Browns hat back on. And this was by
he was
order
hol-
of his friend.
He was also holding you accountable
Yeah.
for Denzel Ward, I believe.
No, it wasn't Denzel Ward. It was a Dolphins player, the one who hit
Oh, right. Right.
The interception that was called back because of the helmet-to-helmet hit. He
It
said,
was
"Oh,
some
that guy
Buckeye.
went to Ohio State. That's your boy." And I went to Akron. I didn't go to Ohio State.
Zip.
I also dropped out, so I don't even think I could claim Akron.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
Can
you
I?
can.
All right. Well, I guess that's kind of on the Akron crest.
You would probably drop out.
What is Latin for "you'll probably drop out"? Somebody add us. Tell us
Yeah.
what that is, Latin people.
Well, that's what I was thinking. There was a guy with a Dan Marino jersey, but it was camouflage, and I just wonder where that came from.
Yeah, that's not a
Salute to Service Month, obviously.
salute to isotoner gloves. Is anybody? There were so many people talking about that at the stadium, but then how many people were old enough to even remember the isotoner
So
gloves?
many isotoner glove jokes.
Oh man, it's the dad joke of choice for a Dolphins
I
game.
think so.
I guess I didn't hear any.
We heard a lot.
Must have
We
been
heard it
over
a
in
lot.
our side. Must have been the north side stands. I was
Well-
happy though because you always, as you talk about my palatial estate here in Sagamore Hills, I was worried that the one game that we were both at, you were going to be in like 572 row HHH, and we're gonna be like, oh yeah, we're on the field. But no, we were in similar sections.
I wouldn't have been surprised if that was the case.
We were directly across from each other.
Yeah, and I saw you guys dancing when it said wave.
Oh boy, were we ever?
At that point in the day, it was mostly about staying warm because the sun was then behind the wall of the stadium.
Well, we were in the shade the whole time. So
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't know
even
how
wanna
you
hear it,
survived.
Mr. Sterling.
All right, well, sorry.
Yeah, Mr. Sterling.
Sorry.
Did y'all see the city editions?
Yeah.
My
Cavs?
goodness, yes. Them things are hot.
I've resigned to the fact that I can't really wear jerseys of basketball anymore. They just don't. I just don't have.
I never have been able to. It's not.
No, I've bought them. I have them. I own
Yeah.
some.
I have a ton. I really need to stop because I'm already definitely getting the 90s, late 90s throwback one.
Which player?
Yes.
That's what I haven't decided.
It's
yet.
tough.
Yeah, there are so many likable players on the team.
Well, I was more thinking last year I really wanted the playoff edition ice blue Cleveland City Series one,
Delhi.
the white and light blue, and all they had left were Colin Sexton, and I refused to get Colin Sexton.
Yeah, I mean you've
Why?
got
Why? I want to know why. Why?
Why? Because I hate watching him play.
What?
His
Oh, man.
ceiling is very
Wow.
low.
Hot takes. We're getting hot
Ugh,
takes.
so negative.
Negative. The
This
guy
is
has
going-
zero passing vision. He's an okay shooter. He shoots a relatively low possession on anything that matters and then makes up for it in garbage time. I am sick of watching him get his shot blocked. I'm sick of watching him look off the open man.
He does
and
get a
not
lot of
play
block
defense.
shots.
He
And
did
then
in
put
like
up
the in
12 points in the last 6 minutes, and everybody goes,
Hold
wow,
on,
he's
though.
a great scorer.
in the Nets
Hold on.
game, he did straight up have a game-winning shot opportunity that he just got his bags packed on.
Yeah.
That was rough.
Half the drives he takes, he gets
I don't know.
destroyed at the rim.
I don't know why he's taking that shot.
Yeah.
That's my question.
I think Darius Garland's ceiling is much higher than his, and that
Oh,
he
for
actually
sure.
has passing vision and can be a 6'2" NBA player, and I just don't see it with Colin Sexton, except a guy off the bench maybe putting up
Well,
12 points.
kudos to Kobe for picking Garland and
Yes,
not
'cause-
saying, "Well, I already have a point guard."
It looked like
Right.
Garland would be a much better pick if they took somebody besides Sexton, but at least they're like, we think this guy's the best player at this spot. We're going to take him, even though it kind of makes our pick last year look dumb.
I'm a
Okay.
fan, jersey-wise, of with the new City Edition and stuff like that. The accessories that come out. This is what I was going to say at the jersey thing.
Right.
I didn't mean to get all negative.
It's
No,
all right.
no,
You
no.
got very
This is-
negative.
No, we
Do you
need.
like his rat tail?
No, I hate it.
What?
He's Padawan
Oh
brand.
my god!
now you're just being a dick,
He is a youngling. Until
Listen
he
to
cuts
this
it
bully.
Off, all
Listen
right?
to this bully over here.
man. We're getting bullied Cavs-wise.
Wow.
Man, that's
These are some
harsh.
hot.
I'm
These
sure
are
he's a
hot
great guy,
takes.
and I'm sure his friends and family love him. But
Austin Carr's always talking about the young bull, and you
cool
can't.
nickname. Everybody got hyped up because he played on an undermanned team that had foul trouble in Alabama, and they're like, "Wow, this guy is really going to be something in NBA. You're going to love this guy. Like, that's a transferable stat. Like, performances in games where you're undermanned on the court playing 4 against 5 translates out to what? Like a 28 PRE rating? No, it means absolutely nothing. And college sports are a joke, so I don't even want to hear it. The only provable stat that
is a hot take
is rebounding rate. It's been proven time and time again. The only college stat that is actually transferable to the NBA is rebounding rate. It's not a visual test. Whatever the rebounding rate in college usually works out to be the same in the NBA, because even though you're going up against worse athletes in college, it's more about positioning, nose for the ball, and effort. So that is a transferable stat, and it's proven. Look it up. It's proven. I don't even want to say it's settled science, and that's a fact.
See, I just want to make a joke about analytics and a basketball guy, but I don't know which side you're on now, because you said mostly that all stats are bullshit.
No.
Right. That was the
all
that
stats
was the,
are bullshit.
That was the overarching theme.
That
of
long-winded thing you just heard from Chris, what it translates
he
to?
hates statistics.
Stats are. I
numbers
hate numbers.
Don't.
No
exist.
wonder you don't like Andrew Yang. You hate math.
I hate extrapolating college data to the pro game when there's no basis for it.
So you won't get the ice blue Colin Sexton. What about the 90s throwback?
Yeah.
black
Yeah,
and
that
blue
might be a
Colin
good
Sexton?
one. He's got the rat tail. It's very thematic.
To me, it's a Padawan braid.
Right now, with offer code FEAST, you can
Mandalorian.
get 25% off all orders on the NBA store.
Also,
I don't want to buy from the NBA store because I am a mark for the Goodyear patch.
Oh, I do love the Goodyear patch.
yeah.
So I got to get it from the Cavs team shop.
Yeah.
That's it.
offer code Friday Fumble on Disney Plus.
Yeah,
will
make
get
sure you sign
no
up for
discount.
Disney Plus. You will get no discount, and it probably will say invalid code.
Well, since you guys asked me this question, can I ask the three of you a question?
Yes.
Yes.
Would you purposely get a jersey of a player that you hope is off the team immediately?
No, all Delhi everything.
Maybe a Delhi, yeah.
Delhi everything.
Delhi probably shouldn't be on the team. Also, Jetty.
Who? Whoa! Delhi probably shouldn't be on the team. This guy,
Oh, I love him. He's royalty.
this guy overperformed his station.
Oh, I'm not saying he
in
didn't, and that's why
multiple
he will
finals
forever be on the team. But at some point, the Cavs are going to go, "Hey, Delhi, do you want to be like a?" He's going to get Charlie Conway in Mighty Ducks 2, and they're going to, "Hey, do you want to be a coach or something?" Because there's a limited number of basketball players we're allowed to have.
So he's going to end up being our Ryan Shazier.
Yeah, he's gonna go, "Hey guys, so I'll sit on the bench."
Well, I gotta say, Dave, there was times earlier this season I thought he was playing pretty good, but unless he's shooting like 45% from three, he's not worth playing. And he has been shooting terribly.
He is very much. He's the Ty Lue coach of basketball players. Like, he's a wonderful piece when LeBron is on your team, and you need a guy to just go piss off their point guard. But on a scrappy young team that's trying to run the floor,
I'll burn down all of Cavs fandom with this.
oh my gosh,
Here we go.
If they were serious, and I know they're not, they're serious about rebuilding, but if they were serious about making the playoffs, they would be starting Brandon Knight and Jordan Clarkson. Well, not starting Clarkson,
Agreed.
but playing him a lot more.
Yeah,
But they would
But
start
they're not.
Brandon Knight.
they're not.
Colin Sexton. I know they're not. Because when Brandon Knight comes out there, it's like, oh, this is what it's like to have a shoot first point guard who actually can shoot.
No, we need the draft.
Yeah, because
We
so
need
the Cavs
it.
have to get another 6'1" point guard.
We need another point guard.
This time he'll be picked fourth.
Yes,
third,
yes,
Or whatever.
yes.
Just keep moving up until they get back up to first.
You know, you
Pick the
just
Kyrie replacement.
yeah.
you'll
it's
probably be able to
Moneyball,
get
man.
Kyrie back by that point.
Yeah, you're probably
This
right.
is the Sashi plan, man. You thought Sashi was just pulling strings of the Browns? No, sir.
Entire Cleveland
He's
sports.
got entire Cleveland strings. He's a marionettist. Is that what they're called? Puppeteer.
Do you guys like John Bayline?
Yes.
I hated him as a hire, but
From what university?
Michigan.
What university?
Oh, what am I missing here?
Chicken, because
Oh.
it's Beach Nut.
Chicken
That
week.
team upstairs week.
Oh,
team upstairs.
Ohio
week.
College of Football.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
missed
Yep.
the O
Yep.
State reference. I gotcha.
Yeah, big beach nut warriors.
You're not really a big Beach Nut
I'm not.
welcomer.
I'm not a big beach nut welcomer. I'm not a bountiful blasting weekender.
Yeah.
basketball.
Anyway, no, I very much think
Basket bursting wonders. The O-State basketball team.
I do think that he is a good teaching coach for young players, where they did not really have that with Ty Lue. Ty Lue was a manage big personalities coach, and then Larry Drew was I'm already here, coach.
When is the last time the Cavs had a coach who had high school coaching experience?
How far do you have to go back for that?
Probably like Bill Fitch, right?
Probably not that far, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't think Randy Whitman was out there coaching like a high school game.
Probably Mike Fratello.
Yeah, okay.
Czar.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about Mike Fratello's hairpiece?
I don't have any opinion on it.
Yeah, I'm for it.
You're for it?
I'm pro.
Yeah.
I vote pro.
In fact, if there was a Ice City edition Fratello jersey, I would get it.
Oh,
I thought you were going to say if there was an Ice City edition hairpiece.
If there's an Ice
with
City
the
edition
with
hairpiece,
the blue streak through it.
Yes,
It's basically
with a Padawan
WCW Sting hair.
Yes. Ow!
Pre-
Mike Fratello's on the set.
Pre the crow sting hair.
Surfer Fratello. That's my favorite look.
with a Padawan knot at the bottom.
I have a friend
Yes.
who's a comic, Ryan DePerna, and he always calls it a helmet.
Oh, that's good.
But it's very transparent.
Mm.
Like, I don't know if you guys have seen, he's doing like the
Yeah.
studio stuff now for him this season.
He's all over it.
It's just like, it's almost like in Empire Strikes Back where Vader's in his chamber. I just imagine it gets lowered onto his head and then it makes a noise like.
I gotta see this thing.
Now we got to Google it. As I was saying, because I can't really wear jerseys in a context that isn't to a Cavs game, I like the accessories that come out, like the like last year. It was just a nice blue hoodie with the Cleveland word mark on it. I'm excited to see what they do with the new City Edition stuff with the 90s throwback. Maybe there'll be some good accessory items to go with that, not just a jersey. But I still would have trouble going away from a Nance Jr. at this point.
Nance Jr.
Well, I don't, so sorry.
That's my problem. It's like I don't want to get another Love or Nance Jr. jersey, and Thompson's probably going to be gone.
We talk about this every time you and I podcast, but they are just so likable.
Yeah.
Like you don't even like Colin Sexton, but you as a player, but you kind of like him.
Yeah, I think he's probably a great guy. I just hate watching him play. There's nothing worse than seeing a 6'5" shooting guard suddenly get 2 blocks a game because he just happens to be guarding Colin Sexton.
Stad
Like,
Pats.
I'm convinced I could walk on the court and probably block him one of those drives. He makes it so obvious what he's doing. He doesn't have any like craft to it. He just basically puts his head down and reaches his arm out. Like that's going to work.
And then you try to jump up for a rebound, and he tries to jump up for it, and then he falls on you and falls to the ground and flips over.
And then I'm the jerk.
You are the jerk because you're a known bully.
That is
First
true.
off,
You are a
That's
known bully.
true.
You were-
I am a bully.
Yep.
Over here liking all my old photos and You even said this one is your worst photo. Is a thing
was.
you wrote on a photo of mine.
He also said you have range.
Yeah, that's true.
When? I didn't see that one. I'll look.
It was on all your acting headshots. When you did the Best Buy commercial. I
You're
don't
less-
know what that's from, but I do like all the different expressions.
My 1 year as a Christmas gift, my brother, who is a trained photographer, set up lighting and a backdrop and took pictures of my siblings and I and all of their children. I had no children at the time. And then loaded up a digital photo frame with those pictures and gave it to my parents as a gift.
That was awful kind of him.
Sort of.
No,
You know,
it
it's...
was a bad thing. I'm sorry.
No, it was fine. It was a good gift. But then you don't see digital photo frames anymore.
That's true.
The resolutions on those were terrible.
Well, we're still like 10 years away from the Blade Runner like floating LED
Yeah.
things.
And the...
Wait. We're 10 years away from it?
In real life.
Oh, in real
In the
life,
movie,
because
it's in the past.
it's happening right now.
Yeah,
we are
I'm-
in the thick of it right now.
I'm a fan of the Expanse transparent hand terminal
Yeah.
replacing our phone.
Yeah,
I'm
I
fine
like
with that, yeah.
I like
I'm
that.
a big fan. I'm waiting for the hollow phone calls like Star Wars.
Some holographic stuff.
Just like I hold it out, and instead of talking to somebody on the phone, I just look at like a 3D thing of them. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh,
But that
cool.
flickers in and out.
Yeah.
But it's
And it
always
gets
two.
bigger.
It's
It's
yeah.
always
RF.
Tupac. It's always Tupac.
It's always that's the only hologram that we have scanned.
Yeah.
Come with me.
Dear mama.
I do like how it could be like GPSs used to do, that you could download different voice packs for your GPS.
Yeah.
If you could just download, I want Tupac to be all of my hologram calls. And it just translate whatever your mom says into Tupac's voice.
Dangerous.
Yeah.
Very dangerous, that.
I ain't a killer, but don't push me.
My mom says that to me all the time.
She does.
I was telling Daniel about.
Pause.
I'm still not sure what to call you, Dan or Mr. Holmes or Daniel.
Which do you prefer
Captain.
in this context?
Captain H.
Dan is fine.
I was telling him about how one time I was at the Funny Stop and this guy came up to me and he's like, "Hey." And I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "I'm Dave Sterling's brother."
Well,
Which one?
who's John?
Yeah.
Told you it was John.
Yeah, John was at the.
Yep.
John
There
is
you
a
go.
John is a big believer in the. Hey, I just won free tickets to the Funny Stop.
How do you not believe in that? Why wouldn't you?
I'm just saying it's not that big of a prize. Like, you could also call him and say, "Let me get
Hot
in free."
takes.
Here's a hint.
God.
No,
Hot
not
takes
because of
all
the
over
quality,
the
because
place.
you can
No.
just get in.
Literally
Hot
any
takes.
comedy club in America, except maybe like the Comedy Cellar. If you go there once, fill out their form with your phone number, your email, you will get free tickets
Yeah.
at some point in time, whether it's in any city, anywhere in the country.
Will
You
it be a
guys are-
Tuesday night 10:30 show? Maybe. When it's an erotic hypnotist? Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, they do it to fill their bad nights, but that
yeah,
doesn't mean
okay.
it's a bad show.
An erotic hypnotist?
Yeah.
When's
Now,
that
I've
going
told
down?
that. I'm sure I've told this
At
on the
the Funny
podcast
Stop.
before. On the Funny Stop, we're all familiar. Any listeners of Chris Clem and I's previous podcast of Pete and his marketing materials, the owner / manager of the Funny Stop. My favorite thing he does is there is a hypnotist who you would call a XXX hypnotist, XXX hypnotist, and you're like, okay, XXX.
I am listening.
What Pete will put up on the marquee is 3X hypnotist, number 3, letter X hypnotist, and that just makes me think it's a fat hypnotist.
So then when you go there and it's not
Or
a
there's-
super big
It is
guy,
not
you're
a
just
Ralphie
like,
May
Or
type.
there's 3 different hypnotists.
I'm going to see this hypnotist trio. And instead, it's somebody being weird and gross.
Super creepy.
Yeah.
Instead, it's somebody with like generic music, like dun 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 dun. They go, "When you wake up, you're gonna be horny for everybody else on this stage."
How do I get into the? How do
How
I
does-
break into this scene?
How does
is
this
what I wanna
person,
know.
you know that this 3X or XXX hypnotist is like, I don't know about this cancel culture, man. This Me Too stuff. I don't know, man.
If I'm been hypnotized, I'm not liable. If they're hypnotized, I can't control it. I just plant the suggestions.
Everyone who wakes up says, "I'm Dave Sterling's brother."
They wake up they snap their fingers in the middle of their lap dance, and they're like, "Oh, I'm Dave Sterling's brother." Has he gone on stage for an erotic hypnotist?
I don't know that he has.
I expect to go, like, if you went to his house, he has a VHS tape that's like September 2008 erotic hypnotist.
I feel like we have to have a field trip.
To John's house?
Well, we can go to John's house too.
Got the pizza oven.
He does have that pizza
He
oven.
does have a pizza
It's
oven.
tough with the no carbs. It's tough.
Keto
Tough
Dave.
living.
Yep.
These don't have carbs?
Oh, they have some carbs.
Yeah, carbs,
Just fill
not.
up your spot,
They
son.
say
Carbs,
they say
not-
good thins, not perfect thins.
All right. The corn one.
The corn one.
Sea salt. I want to know if these snacks are Mr. Craig approved.
That's
No
the
snacks are- no.
question.
No snacks are Mr. Craig approved.
Yes.
No.
That would be
Snacks
ridiculous.
are giving in to one's temptations, and you should
Exactly.
suppress your
You have
temptations.
three
Exactly.
healthy meals. You have no need for any other
Exactly. Exactly.
Duh.
If you have a craving,
Duh.
chide yourself until that craving is gone.
Just keep running until it's 15 years later.
Just type into your Tesla, stop snacking, and it will do the rest. If you've ever typed that command into your Tesla.
There was a guy in college who wore a shirt that was a big stop sign or a big what is that called?
Circle with a line.
Yeah.
What is that
Ghostbusters
called?
logo thing. And underneath it,
The
it's,
no.
okay.
The big no.
Okay.
Underneath it said snitching.
Mm.
Yes.
So maybe you can get one
Damn.
that says that, but then underneath
Snacking.
Snacking.
Christmas is coming,
Listening in
Mr. Craig.
early for the WFNY Christmas gift exchange.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow. That episode writes itself. Thank you, Christopher.
Yeah, that's next week.
Thank you,
You won't be
Christopher.
waiting for next year with this Stop Snacking shirt.
Yes. I think by the time we get to the second Bengals week, we're going to need one of those weeks.
We didn't talk about this on Friday Fumble, but one of my favorite parts of the game last week was hearing people get really upset at the Steelers highlight and like booing because they were losing, and then in the second half when the Steelers started winning, they stopped showing the Steelers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
The stadium had as big of a cheer for Mason Rudolph's interception as was for a touchdown scored by the Browns.
Yes.
It was very entertaining.
It was equivalency. Yes.
And then they were just like, "Oh, we can't show these highlights."
Why don't we just do the Seattle game? Nobody cares. Man, and did that guy?
We didn't see any duck.
No duck. Lights.
No duck presence in Cleveland Brown Stadium.
No duck sauce.
No.
Like, what if he's really good? No, that's like a condiment, right? At like Panda
Duck
Express
sauce, sure.
Center?
Yeah.
Wait.
Here's a
what
common-
What if Duck Hodges is really good? Is what you asked?
I'm saying if Duck Hodges has like
So
a
many
good
hot
season
takes.
and they go, no, I'm not saying he's going to.
Oh,
but I'm saying,
okay.
Remember like how Omar Vizquel had a salsa and Jose Ramirez had a salsa and
Yeah.
Albert Bell had a candy bar, Travis Hafner. You know, Yinzers are going to be having
The
the
duck sauce. Yeah.
So true.
Even if he's just wins a game, I bet somebody will sign him up for that.
Well, he already did.
Well,
And then they'll be at the
He's
jump.
already won.
Devlin.
You're right. But I
You
mean,
know there's
He's
he
already
has
a local
good-
hero. Build the statue.
You know there's a shitty diner that has Devlin eggs.
Oh,
Yeah.
Thanksgiving is this week.
Yep.
This week in Pittsburgh.
Oh man, they're making Devlin eggs.
Yeah, they are. And unlike the duck sauce,
Dude.
you won't be able to buy it at Giant Eagle 2 years from now. And have to liquidate their merchandise.
I can't believe that
When
we
it's all
just
at its
gave them that.
Jarred expires 2021.
Yeah.
They didn't even think of that.
Mm-mm.
You just gave it to them.
They're
'Cause
not. They're not
they're
listening.
dumb.
They're not listening.
I mean,
There might be. I'm sure. they're
2-star
leaving negative
reviews.
That's true.
2-star
guy.
reviews.
But they like the other waiting for next year stuff.
Well, yeah, they're Tribe fans.
That's true. Those are the worst people. They're like,
Yeah,
I
the
like the
Tribe
tribe
fans.
and the Cavs, man, but I'm,
No.
it's the same distance.
That's wrong. There's no tribe and Cavs. There's just like the militant tribe fans who are like, oh, this team's contending for the playoffs every year, and 11,000 people only come to all 81 games. I have season tickets, and I go there to watch baseball, not to go to the food stands and get beer or eat peanuts like the Indians are marketing to me. I go to fill out my scorecard and watch young players play hard until they're invariably priced out of market and they play for the Yankees or the Red Sox. Thank you, Dolan family.
These damn preseason NFL games packing a house. Packing a house, and it's going on a playoff
Put
run
a
here.
garbage product out on the field,
They're
and then
progressive.
I try to get out there, and there's here people. Oh, guess what? It's full for fireworks.
Huh. People are here for the Rockin' Blast. I'm here to see some talent from AAA finally get their exposure in September.
I'm here for a suicide squeeze.
We're going on a wicked wild card run, and we can't even get a parking spot because of goddamn preseason games going on down the street.
You guys want to see people play? They're going to get cut later. That's called spring training, and I go there on vacation. I don't go there and ruin your Browns games with my spring training.
I take off 2 weeks of work because I can do that.
I like to go down to Arizona. I get a little bit of sun by the pool, and I also go see on a little sightseeing. I go on the Arizona wine country tour and watch some baseball and get some ice cream, and sometimes I get a little sunburnt on top of it.
I go see the Tribe games, and I also see the Padres. They're my National League team. I got a National League team. Of course I got a
Everybody
National League
does.
team. It's
Everybody
It's
does.
the Padres.
Sometimes I cheat on the tribe and I go get some Skyline chili from the Cincinnati themed food stand.
You know the clickbait type
It has
videos now that have if the perfect way to do clickbait is to say the best blank from your state.
Uh-huh.
And so the Ohio one came
Classic.
by and said it was Skyline chili
I
was
saw
Ohio's
it.
national dish.
Yeah,
And
I
I
saw
resisted the
that.
urge to retweet it and say this is effing SS.
That's what they want.
But
I will
that's 'cause
say-
that's what they
I will
want.
say the most hot take of anything. I like Skyline
Jesus
chili.
You're
fucking
allowed to
Christ.
like Skyline chili.
No, he's not.
Wait, let me finish the sentence. You're allowed to like Skyline chili, but it is not in any way the state's dish.
Oh yeah, no. The
What's
state
the
doesn't
state
own
dish?
it.
First of all,
Who cares?
Beach Nuts.
Wendy's.
Boys.
Fucking Wendy's.
Wendy's.
Wendy's?
Wendy's.
White
Wendy's.
Castle.
White Castle.
Original Arby's. The original Arby's, Akron, Ohio.
Swenson's.
I don't know if that's true.
It's what we were told growing up.
That is what
and
we
so
were
I'm
told
leaving
growing
it.
You want
up,
to know
yeah.
something? My sister
I'm
was
Googling
told
it.
growing
Do
up.
it.
She was a kid and she was on a field trip,
Mhm.
and
Go
I
ahead.
guess they were being really annoying. So the parents said, "Hey, everybody, look, that's Jim Tomey's house at this one house."
Amazing. That's
it might be
brilliant.
Hudson, but it's Stowe's.
I'm stealing
Stowe, Hudson
that, by the
border, and they're
way.
like, that's Jim Tomey's house, and all the kids are like, "Whoa," because this was like 95,
Uh-huh.
97, around like the height
Couldn't
of
Google it.
Yeah, and until like 3 years ago, my sister really thought it was Jim Tomey's house. Until one
Oh,
time
it's
she was
brilliant.
Like, it's Jim Tomey's house, and we all laughed at her.
That's brilliant. I'm stealing that, and I'm using it on my kids.
Who are you gonna use?
I don't know. Drew Carey, maybe?
Okay, who are your
Yeah,
kids
Drew
like
Carey?
into?
Yeah. Who are they into? That's a good question.
You
Baker
know-
Mayfield.
Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was gonna be like that's Fortnite house.
That,
Fortnite was there.
That's the Minecraft.
that's the
house.
banana from Fortnite or whatever.
see how all the shapes are just squares?
That's Minecraft.
That's how
Steve's
you know.
house. Yeah. It has to be a brick house. Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, that's the guy now. I mean, Odell, obviously.
Yeah,
They're not gonna believe that's his house. Though.
yeah.
Yeah, because he definitely
to
lives
drive,
in
like-
Columbia Station.
Yeah, somewhere pretty far.
Did you know that?
No.
He lives in Columbia Station in the hillbilly land.
Yeah.
Who does?
Odell.
Oh, yeah?
Jarvis does too.
Yeah.
then.
Yeah, they live next
Yeah.
to each other.
It's awful Jack out there.
Yeah.
Sure is.
All I know about Columbia Station
It's
is
out
that
there, buddy.
My friend Dan's cousin RT lived out there, and he talks like this. And one time he got really angry that he punched through a cooler.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're not
That's-
doing that to
tracks.
a Yeti, though.
No, you're right. You're not.
All right, so it says the Raffle
That
Brothers
tracks.
opened the first new restaurant in Boardman, Ohio, just outside of Youngstown. This is Arby's.
Oh.
And a year later, the first Arby's licensee opened up a restaurant in Akron, Ohio.
Okay, then. All right. So Boardman, that's still within
Well,
the...
I'm saying
the
the
TV
original
network.
Arby's was Boardman. The first franchise was in Akron. Arby's is
There
the
we go.
national dish. 5 for 5.
Did Akron really invent the hamburger?
roast beef guy.
We think we did.
Everybody thinks they
Menchie
did.
Brothers?
No one's saying we didn't.
Yeah.
The
We invented.
Hamburger Station invented the hamburger.
That's the station which you could get them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are there any left around here?
2.
Okay.
There's one. What is it, like Portage Lakes?
Portage Lakes, and there's one in Ellett.
The one I would go to
Oh.
is gone.
Yeah, by On
Yeah.
Tap.
Yeah, R.I.P. Rest in power.
That place still smells like onions, I bet.
Maybe. They
Oh.
redid the whole thing inside.
Yazoo.
Vegas style breakfast. I've been to Vegas, never had a breakfast that style.
It's never did. Never had one.
I know Dan's been to Vegas.
He has.
He gave me a tip on a pizza, and then I ended up going.
You didn't end up going?
No.
Good story.
But I think about it every time I'm about to go to Vegas. I almost went 2 weeks ago, and I was like, I'm going to have to message
Oh,
them
yeah,
and
'cause
ask about their pizza.
You're a West Coast guy now.
Yeah,
You're
you
an
just,
L.A. boy now.
You fly or you drive?
In that case, I would have drove.
Because the flights are pretty often. I found
Yeah, they are.
they're talking about putting in a train,
Yeah.
but what I heard was that the station to get the train is an hour north of L.A., which seems like it's a terrible idea.
Maybe. I guess there's been a whole problem with the Lyfts and Ubers at LAX. Now you have to take a shuttle to a special spot.
I've heard that was a terrible, terrible decision.
Yeah, well, I'll find out for myself next month.
Cool.
Actually, I'll find out for myself on Tuesday because I'll be arriving so late. There'll be nobody to pick me up, and I will have to wait.
You will be doing that.
I went a few years ago to Los Angeles to a conference that was in downtown L.A.
So a ton of dudes
Just-
wearing polo shirts.
Oh, yeah. This was
Just
SolidWorks
the
world.
happeningest.
So there were actual people from diverse industries, not like most of the ones that I have are manufacturing. A lot of different people use SolidWorks, but still very polo shirt type. But, L.A., you think driving town. I went, well, I'm staying right downtown. My hotel is right next to a metro stop. I'll take the metro. And so at L.A., you take a shuttle over to the first metro station, and then what I found is then you go through a bunch of really notoriously terrible neighborhoods that you've heard from many, many rap songs in the 90s as you head through South Central and other fun areas. Yeah, and you're like, oh, it's Inglewood and stuff like that. And, oh, there's Crenshaw. And, I'm like, oh, I'm just going to stay on the train here with my rollerboard suitcase in my polo shirt. And at the time, there were big signs up that said, like, there were people specifically doing everything on the do not do rule sign. There was a guy just eating wings and just throwing the wing bones down on the seat.
Sign?
No food is on the
that?
sign.
Oh.
Who specifically
They covered
Well,
it.
you
They
said
covered that.
specifically.
That's true.
They covered the wings.
There was all radios must use headphones. There's a lady who has, one of those. It's like a walker with wheels that you can then turn around and sit on. She was sitting in a seat and she had a big, like almost like a component system radio sitting on her walk around thing,
Yes.
playing music on the whole train.
Nice.
Just every rule was being
For
broken.
everyone.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Well,
it was the Delphonics. So
And I was like, oh, yeah, maybe I should have just gotten a taxi cab. But it was fine. I survived. I'm here.
I don't want to get all the stalkers on my case, but I live close to downtown Burbank, and there's a metro stop there.
watch out,
And,
buddy.
I think about going
DTB.
on it all the time. And when I look on Google Maps, it's like longer by an hour to take the metro than it would be to just like take the bus. Or
Oh, yeah.
That sounds about right.
I'm the other thing is noticing a bunch of landmarks from Grand Theft Auto. Do you notice that?
I am more like from the Lethal Weapon movies. One time I was stuck in traffic, and I'm like, oh my God, this is the gas station that gets blown up at the beginning of Lethal Weapon 4. It's like right there is where Riggs made Murtaugh get down to his underwear and dance like a chicken.
That's a great moment in cinematic history.
Yeah, a lot of people can't watch movies if they find out people in them are bad. But like, I know Mel Gibson's
Hey, man,
a piece
Lethal
of
Weapon,
mess, but yeah,
That's
I
exception.
still watch them all the time.
That's exception territory. Yeah. Talking about public transit,
Mm-hmm.
really, really want to touch on the fact that was hoping
Hey.
that keep that damn jersey on. Are you kidding me?
It doesn't look at all comfortable.
No, it is
not
not
at all. It
It
nor
looks like it's made
nor
out
should
of, like,
it be.
Kevlar.
No, it is a terrible material
I
that
was-
does not stretch at all.
I was convinced I had a counterfeit Browns jersey, but now I think it's actually like a factory second because the material on it feels super nice compared to this.
That is very
Yes.
much a knockoff.
It's an orange
Yeah.
one like this, and the reason why I thought it was fake is because this is not fully like stitched in, and it also has like another stitching area at the bottom, but the actual material is like super soft and comfortable.
It's probably real.
This feels like paper.
It's not
Yes.
good at all.
Yes,
It has
it's
zero
it's
give.
bad.
Yeah.
That's why we put it on the giraffe. Giraffe
So
doesn't
I've
care.
worn it before.
Yeah,
All
it's not
I
your
want,
first
Dave,
time. Yeah,
is a damn rapid stop in Independence.
I'm with you.
Oh.
That's all I want.
It doesn't go south at all.
Not
well,
a
where
single-
I took it on Sunday.
Or have the scenic railroad go all the way to Cleveland.
I'm
Or
fine with
have
that
the
too. I'll
scenic
take the.
railroad go all the way.
Could you
to
imagine
Cleveland.
after that Browns game getting on the Polar
I
Express
don't
and then
care.
riding it back?
I would. I would have.
I parked in Green at the Green Street.
That is
road stop.
typically
That's
Yeah.
where you have to.
that's where
What
Dan
else you
and I
gonna do?
saw the sequel master.
It's true.
What's that?
Someone with a vanity license plate that they were the SQL.
SQL.
Yeah.
VIP.
Oh yeah, SQL VIP.
Or no, MVP.
MVP. Yeah.
Sequel MVP.
Yeah.
Well,
they know their
what was he driving,
their
Chrysler
databases,
300?
man. I'm thinking
Or
it was
a Sebring.
I think it was an Avalon.
It was a Sebring.
On the Rapid
Drop
this
top
week,
Sebring.
the guy behind me kept talking about lovely Chagrin Falls, and I was going to say, hey, Craig, it was good to see you again, and it was not him.
Craig just took his auto drive Tesla.
Yeah.
Mr.
Does he really have a
Craig.
Tesla?
He bought a Tesla.
I can't
You get
say
the truck?
anything.
Future man.
No, it's a used one, so he's not that rich.
Loser.
Cybertruck.
One of my best friends has a Tesla, and it's turned him into an obsessive. Like everything Elon Musk does it's like his god now.
Yeah.
Well,
Is he got the order in for the Cybertruck?
I don't think so.
yet. That's a yet for him.
No, he bought a house, so he's not going to do it anytime soon.
You'll
What?
appreciate this joke,
Use
but
the equity.
because of your history with video games,
I'm
my
just gonna
favorite.
Say, is my thing even getting picked up, or nobody's?
We don't
gonna-
know anymore.
It's light, and usually you yell,
He
so I
ran
don't
out
know.
of memory.
All right, so my history with video games. I'll just talk like this the rest of the show.
I thought that the Cybertruck looked like it was a truck that was in Turok the Dinosaur Hunter.
That is
If he drove a truck.
that is a much better comparison than people saying
Yeah.
it looks like Grand Theft Auto or something. Turok is like the exact
Yeah,
polygon.
That
count,
is exactly what it is.
and that's how it
yeah.
would look like with the N64 fog around it.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
Exactly.
original Tomb Raider.
and they would definitely put the steel ball that broke through the window. They would have that effect available at their disposal
yes.
on the N64.
Yes.
I feel like.
Just, just
sorry.
two shattered glass holes.
Yeah,
I bought the original Tomb Raider because it's a long story, but I bought a Saturn and I needed a game for it. So that was at this used store. It was Tomb Raider was $6. I'm like, I got to make sure the Saturn works, so I need a game.
Gotta make sure it works.
I played it for like 20 minutes, and it is basically unplayable by today's standards because all of the textures on the polygon look so similar that you can't tell like
Yes.
what you can
No
walk into
differentiation.
and what you can't.
did you? You probably got
Go
all
ahead.
horny for the
Go
triangular boobs.
Oh, that was also the main reason why I had to stop. I was like, I have to have personal time now.
This is why I want to get into erotic hypnotism. Is all the Laura Croft
All they got to do to get me going
Role
is say,
playing.
Tomb Raider, and I'll be up there going, "Ah!"
Oh boy.
Thank you for featuring Good Thins on the.
They're an integral part of the show.
I'm adding this to my story now.
Good. I tagged all of you.
Well, what else do y'all want to cover?
Well, you wanted to do 2 shows, and it is now almost 1:30, so I think it should be something worthwhile.
Yeah, definitely.
Doesn't matter. You're not even getting picked up on the mics, apparently. So
We should
Did
definitely
anybody
make
hear me
this.
this episode or not?
we'll have to see at this point.
Like, for real, I'm going to be edited out of it.
No, you're not the lower one. You're just a slightly less.
No, look, I'm the only person talking now. Look how low it is.
It'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
It's a new setup. We had Nathan Zagura on. Same thing happened. It was fine.
It was fine.
I didn't shower before this to make it here, and I'm going to be really mad if I sat in my own filth and it didn't even get picked up on the microphone.
You were picked up a couple of the times you yelled.
Okay, great.
Dan, I don't know. He's been quiet.
You guys just love to invite people on your show and make sure you're the only ones that are legible.
Well, you
Or,
do hear
maybe not legible because that's something you'd read, not
Yeah,
listen to.
yeah.
Audible. Sorry.
Audible, yeah.
Yes,
It's
Audible.
it's a power move.
it is kind of a
It is
power move,
definitely a
yeah.
power move. That
Yeah.
way we can have any guest we want on this show.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it's long game stuff.
What it was Nathan Zagura and Jake Burns and somebody else.
Jake Burns we actually had on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Hugh Jackson we always have on.
Yeah, Dalen.
Yeah.
Yep.
I also like that in Hugh Jackson's
Bernie Kosar we'll have on next week probably.
I had
Jim Brown.
sorry.
Definitely Jim.
My
Brown.
favorite part about Hugh Jackson's cameo for us is he didn't bother turning off the football game he was
Nope.
watching.
Nope, not at all. Didn't care.
Just left it on.
Non-issue.
He's like, you're paying $40 for this? Not turning the TV off.
Nope.
It's Thursday night, buddy.
You saying Bernie Kosar brought up a really sad memory that I wrote on Facebook.
Whoa.
In my Facebook memories.
Whoa.
4 years ago, I opened for Chuck Booms at the Improv, and it was just a 2-man show. Yeah, I'm bragging right now.
Yeah,
You ever heard
dropping
of it?
Name
dropping
drop.
One of the worst nights of my life. Anyways.
I wondered where you got that necklace.
Lakewood party for 4. I just turned the stool upside down.
That's a closer.
Oh, that's the
That's
closer.
a good one. So they didn't have a feature. It was just me and him. And he said the whole week that Bernie Kosar was going to be the feature, that he was going to interview Bernie on stage. And I wrote on Facebook, hey, I'm going to be home for Thanksgiving. And the night before, I'm at the Cleveland Improv. And I'm finally going to meet one of my favorite Browns players of all time, Bernie Kosar, who
Amazing.
never showed up for the show.
Amazing.
But
Not Bernie's fault.
no, not his
We
fault.
can all
I guarantee
agree.
he never agreed to be there.
We can
Yeah.
all agree
While
that
they
that
put
was
in the
not
newspaper, he was there.
Bernie's doing in the least.
But I did get to meet Bob Golick, who was
Hey.
he was WNIR zone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was my favorite. I've met him before, but
Oh.
it's still okay.
I've met him as well in a strange circumstance.
Yeah, well,
He's a nice guy.
At the Brecksville
I-
Heinens or what? What are we
No,
talking about?
a friend of mine was dating his daughter,
oh,
and
man.
he dropped her off at his
Whoa.
apartment in his Buick convertible.
You are
Whoa.
No lie.
I wonder if your friend is the person who has a mutual friend, because I also know somebody who
Holy crap, connections.
dated
Nice.
his daughter. But I don't know if these might be 2 different times.
What kind of
Anyways.
podcast are we running here?
Yeah, TMZ Akron edition.
Wow.
My sis, I asked him for a photo because I was like, "You were my favorite player when I was a kid," and my sister was there, and she's like, "Oh yeah." She goes, "He used to say, 'Football Bob, you were his favorite player,' and he's like, 'Yeah, sure, I was everybody's favorite player when they want to get a picture with me.'"
Ooh,
Wow.
harsh.
Wow.
It's like, okay, cool.
That's real talk.
Guess
wow.
this night can be double bad. Bernie didn't show up. Chuck did 2.5 hours.
And then I'm getting
And-
bullied by Bob Golick.
Yeah.
Is that what happened? Is that what turned you bully?
It is. That
Yep,
night.
it was-
Actually, I think I was sitting in their little backstage, not a backstage, but it's like a way for waitresses
Uh-huh,
to walk
yeah,
without
yeah,
walking
yeah.
in front of the stage, because Chuck was supposed to come down after an hour, and I sat back there for about an hour and 20 minutes before I went back to the bar and said, I'm just going to sit here till he says he's done. So in that space, I was probably like burning inside and said, I'm going to become a bully, and
Yeah.
I'm going to make
Yeah.
little people
The
pay.
transformation occurred.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's a real coming of age story.
I love that the thing that brought Chuck Booms back to life was a few weeks ago with
Yes.
what's his name?
Yes. Yes.
Oh crap! What's that guy's name?
Freaking
Pumpkinhead.
No.
no. But we
The
should
Bone
cover
Lady?
that. We do need to cover that though.
Oh yeah, who was he? Was it just in the Miles
yeah.
Garrett stuff?
No,
Kenny
before that,
Rhoda.
No, it was before
he
that.
was on the radio with Kenny Rhoda. Is that
Yeah.
who it is?
No, it was before that. It
The
was
guy who said he was
uh,
going to kill people.
Yeah, Jermaine Whitehead.
Oh yeah. The
Chuck
assault,
Booms
the
came
assault
out
on
Out of
the
the
media.
woodwork.
Yeah.
Out of the woodwork.
We should have known that because we talked
Screaming.
about that he was
Yes.
the unknown savior
Yep.
down at 80 Luke Rosa Boulevard.
Chuck's an interesting guy.
80 Jarvis Landry
had him on here?
Boulevard. Not
What?
yet.
Not yet.
but,
This season
next,
coming up.
Yep, coming up. 80 Jarvis Landry Boulevard, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
That's in Columbia Station, right?
Yes, Columbia Station.
Man, he's really gonna have the stalkers. They're just gonna be wandering down that dirt road looking for the house where Jarvis Landry.
I mean,
lives.
that's basically Illyria, guys.
It's pretty much Illyria.
Is that
With
where,
less
is that where we're at?
supermarkets.
I thought even Westlake is getting out there.
It's out there.
You know?
I have family that lives out there.
Hey, braggart. I have family that lives out there.
Palati-
It takes them 3 minutes to get to Crocker Park.
Yes, my
It takes. The funny thing is, all we have to do is get on 82, and just take it all the way. There's one turn the whole way down.
boom.
Yeah, Chuck
Dang.
Boom.
Really easy for you. Chuck Booms. Do you
Yeah.
think he ever made a radio intro using that POD song and they just edited it to say, "Here
Chuck
comes
Booms.
No, that's saliva.
That's
Here comes the Booms.
Yes.
I like Chuck Booms.
That
if I
fits, yeah, 'cause
sorry.
say click.
Yeah.
Chuck, boom.
We're just giving away gold tonight.
I know.
Devlin eggs.
Some low-powered radio station is going to take advantage of all this free content.
Wasn't he on a podcast with the Bone Lady? Like, literally, that was his thing for a while.
So, yeah.
I'm not begrudging people on podcasts. We're on one right now.
We are literally on one.
I love podcasts. Podding with the boys, as I call it.
Yep.
Podding with the boys on a Tuesday night, Wednesday morning.
Wednesday morning, friends.
And not only that, but I liked a bunch of old pictures of Dave Sterling on a picture that had all three of you guys and my uncle. I liked it, and it caused a problem because somebody who was one of his students later on said, I think the 2004 jazz band was pretty good in its own rights.
What? I did not see that.
The caption was like, this is the best. The
know.
1998 jazz band was the best. And somebody's like, I think 2004 was pretty good.
Oh, now we're down the hole.
Okay, the caption said, the best Woodridge High School jazz ensemble, 1998, 10 years ago, folks. And 3 of those people in that ensemble are podcasting right now. Not me. But I liked it in this post from 10 years ago. And I said, I know 4 people in this picture now. And somebody said, I don't know about that. You got the ball rolling, but we had a snazzy and swinging jazz band in 2000 to 2004. We were very, very good.
Very, very good.
Dylan, you would have been in that jazz band, right?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
2000?
I'm very sure.
Okay.
I don't recognize this person, nor do I recognize their jazz prowess.
Anyway,
hopefully they're a listener.
Yeah, at us.
Sorry to all you Woodridge Jazz Band alumni. I didn't mean to cause a problem by dredging up a 10-year-old.
It's time to have an alumni jazz band competition.
Yeah, I guess
it's the only way to do it.
This is getting dirty.
Calling you out, 00 through 04.
They were very, very good.
Well, I heard 1998 was the best, and from a trusted source.
I'm sure they were the same songs.
Absolutely. Big head boy.
I would say that, according to your uncle, that picture was taken in Williamsburg, Virginia. We took grand champions for that festival.
We certainly did.
So 00 to 04, let's see your hardware. Check the scoreboard.
Check
Wait.
the scoreboard.
Also, apparently, Matt Carr was the shiz.
Matt Carr confirmed was
absolutely.
the shiz.
Yeah, he was.
Absolutely, 100%.
And as
yes.
Dave
And
Sterling,
wherever he is, probably
Still
is.
is.
The shiz.
Still is
And-
living that shiz life.
as Demoko said, the funkiest bunch of small-town white kids you could find.
It was also true.
Indeed.
Yeah, it does say you guys were grand champions. I'm gonna add that.
You like my comment about Mike Smith's head?
He did have a big head. They literally had to get him a special football helmet. That is a true story. He required a special football helmet.
Hope you're listening, Mike.
Well, am I going to push this on the feed, or am I just going to give this to you guys personally so you can listen to?
You got to put it on the feed because I want to hear what Craig has to say about it. And also, there's at least 3 people on Twitter who will be very happy.
That's true.
about
There
it.
are 3 people on Twitter. Craig, not one of them.
3
He's not
people
going to
on
make it
Twitter?
this. He's not going to make it
That's
this
it.
far.
Nope.
Craig's not making it this far. Let's all get in our Craig digs right now.
Don't know him.
That's the biggest dig of all. Dan doesn't even know you, Craig. Take that. You're not getting his insurance business. He's got Jake from State Farm.
He's got a Cavs cooler backpack. Do you have that, Craig?
I am going to try my darndest to get another Cavs game going, even though you're in L.A. We'll have to go to a Clippers game or something.
I'm really going to cause some problems now, especially because one of these people I will see again in the future.
From the jazz band?
What, your uncle?
I just said, sorry, Lindsey Burley Parker, but I don't think you can claim the title without the grand championship. I have no
Boy, I
idea.
like how this activated up onto people's feeds and stuff.
That's what makes it so funny.
This picture was posted 11 years ago. That was taken 21 years ago. And then all of a sudden it's springing back into life. And even the Facebook algorithm's going, what the fuck is going on?
Well, I got excited because all 3 of you were in it, and also my uncle, and I was like, I know 4 people.
That is 4 people. It's true.
And Mike Smith's got a big head.
It's true.
I wouldn't have liked the comment if I didn't look at the picture and I saw one kid with a massive head.
Oh, he's not
He's
pictured.
not really a jazz
Not
guy.
even there.
No,
Like, see how the kid
Yeah,
whose
you're
head
supposed to
you
play
thought
with
was
his
big,
head.
Mike Smith's head
10
twice
times
as
bigger.
Yeah,
twice as big.
that kid fit in a normal football helmet. It was an XL, but it was a normal.
Okay.
I'm saying he's more of a Steelers quarterback room type guy.
Gotcha.
Not really a jazz band type guy.
I'll take it for what it is.
He's more of a mossy oak over the real tree.
He eats at Primanti Brothers.
He loves fries right up on that sandwich.
Hangs out on the south side.
So, Dylan, how are you?
I'm just reveling in 10 years ago commentary on this high school picture that we're all commenting on
It's
right
like
now.
the reverse of that Facebook trend of post a picture of yourself from 10 years ago. It's comment on a picture that hasn't been commented on. In 10
in 10
yeah,
years.
it's the 10-year
Again,
challenge.
again.
The
Drudge,
comment on a
the
10-year-old
drudge.
picture.
Also, 10 years ago, there weren't likes for comments, so all those comments,
Oh, yeah.
you couldn't like them before. So
That's
nobody could have
true.
said anything. And I just like that these Woodridge people have no idea who I am. So they're like, why is this guy?
Just
this
go
man-
hard on him.
This man commenting. I can't go too hard because the guy who posted the picture, I know.
That's true.
All right.
Now we're all just looking at
I
Facebook
gotta
on a
be-
podcast.
I'm going
All
to
right,
be
guys.
honest with you guys. I am so tired.
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
time for bed.
Time to wrap it up.
For the 3 people who requested this on Twitter, thank you for listening. This has been the Waiting for Next Year.
Come to the Funny Stop on Friday and Saturday.
If you made it this far, you're going to love the Funny Stop stuff.
That is true.
If you go to the Funny Stop, go up to Chris and say, I'm Dave Sterling's brother.
Chris will officially hug you if you do that.
I will.
All right, this has been the Waiting for Next Year.com podcast. Thank you for listening.